Today, we're talking about the future of transportation with this, the all-new VNL Volvo Day Cab. This is gonna be a little bit longer video than what I normally do, so buckle up and come along with me for the ride. Let's start with the meat and potatoes and take a look under the hood. In a typical Volvo fashion, they make it easy. There's a single hood release right here inside the door. Easy up and over to reveal this 500 horsepower Volvo D13TC. Let's take a closer look. This should be a familiar picture for a lot of you. The D13 engine that we have come to know and love for fuel efficiency, for reliability, for economy, ease of maintenance. All of that DNA is still here. This is the TC. Turbo compound. I'm going to take you around to the other side of the engine and we'll talk a little bit more about that. A few things that we can notice right off the bat, this unit is equipped with Volvo dynamic steering, VDS. And what that means is this thing is as easy to steer as anything you have ever driven. More on that later. For now, let's talk about this motor. So here's the heart of it all with the TC. We've got a fixed geometry turbo. So no VGT on this unit, and on the back side of the turbo is an additional turbine that ultimately is geared directly to the crankshaft of the engine. What that does for us, it translates otherwise lost thermal energy back into your engine, which means additional power, better fuel economy, all of the benefits that we would be searching for. Some other improvements that have been made are actually internal here. We're not going to see those today, but they've improved the design of the piston, connecting rods, made some changes again to cater towards efficiency, right, and performance. This unit is equipped with the 1850 straight torque package, 500 horsepower. So if you're hauling heavy, this is going to be the truck for you. We've got an incredible engine, but what helps us put the power to the ground? Behind this is a 14-speed, severe-duty I-shift transmission with the ultra-low crawler gear as well as ultra-low reverse in the overdrive configuration. So we've got the ultimate level of control at low speeds, and we've got fuel efficiency at the top end. I told you guys, this is the future of transportation. So as we make our way to the rear of the truck, we've got Bridgestone, Low Pro 22.5 tires, wrapped around Alcoa brushed aluminum Durabrites. So gonna keep the truck looking nice going down the road without too much maintenance. Something that's really exciting, this unit is equipped with the new Volvo Global Rear Air Ride Suspension, GRAS. That means 8 airbags for the ultimate level of comfort as well as an improved geometry. That's gonna keep the axle moving up and down as it does naturally, opposed to, different systems where you've got a radius of movement. The nice part about this system, you know what, I should probably move the camera so you can see a little bit better what I'm talking about here. So I'm going to get out of the way for a second and just point to some of these components. You can see the torque rods here. There's 2 additional torque rods on each axle up front. And then again, we've got an airbag here and we've got an airbag there, forward and aft of each axle. And what that does, that enables this axle to travel up and down vertically as it is going to naturally going up and down the road. So right about now, you might be thinking, what does that mean for me? As a driver, that means a more comfortable ride going up and down the road. It means adjustable ride height from inside the cab. As an owner, that means less money spent on suspension components over the lifetime of this vehicle. As a maintenance operator, that means less time for your technicians spent working on suspension components, more time that this vehicle is running down the road generating revenue. One of the options available on this truck I love are the high-vis grab handles. You're gonna find those both outside and inside the vehicle. We've got dual polished aluminum fuel tanks, 110 gallons on this side, 90 on the passenger side for a total of 200 gallons. Now what's that? You heard the new VNL series can't be jump started? Well, that's true in part. Let's talk a little bit more about that. All right, so you saw how easily I opened the fairings. No more twist handles. You got one latch you pull and it swings open. Here we've got our batteries. This unit is equipped with 2, but right back in here is a 12-volt jump port. So you pull this cover off, you connect your positive, you connect your negative to your charger, and generally within, let's say 5 minutes, you've got enough energy to the capacitor to start the vehicle. Another nice feature here, this unit is equipped with a battery saver. So if you're gonna be parking the truck for any length of time, reach in here, turn the battery saver on, and then when you come back within a few days, flip it off. That energizes the truck. You can start it and get back to work. So as much as I've showed you, and as many things as I love about the exterior of this truck, let's go inside where it really shines. I found myself in the way out back, so I pulled the truck up to the sales lot where we can talk about all of the features loaded inside of the new VNL. Let's start with the steering wheel, the driver's direct connection to the truck. So first and foremost, we've got Volvo's perfect position steering wheel. Anywhere you like it, you're gonna be able to put it. Over here on the left side, you're gonna control cruise. You've got your marker interrupt, adaptive cruise settings, volume controls, as well as voice command for the radio. On this side is where we control our display. You've also got some audio options here. You can skip songs, change your input, and hang up a call. We've got our air horn, our city horn, stock mounted transmission controls, which is going to enable you to shift up, shift down, as well as your 3-stage engine brake, where Volvo recommends leaving it on your A setting, automatic. That's going to save you a ton of maintenance on the disc brakes for this vehicle. Over here on the left, we've got our wiper controls, as well as turn signals and high beams. Now we're going to take a look at the display, and the first thing that I want to point out is the speed limit sign. This truck is equipped with the road sign recognition option, where it uses a forward-facing camera to analyze the road signs, and one of the features is alert the driver of the current speed limit as well as an overspeed warning. As we move through the display, I think Volvo's done a really good job. This truck is also equipped with the Volvo Active Driver Assist System, VADA. In here, you can see lane departure. And then as we move through the display, we've got some more information pertinent to the truck, load sensors, tire pressure, and then we go into our more standard gauge where we've got, coolant temperature, oil levels, oil pressure. We can really take a look at every facet of this vehicle from right inside of the cab. And then again, back to our default display where you're going to see a tach and a speedometer, making it easy for the driver going up and down the road. Now, I understand as a driver there is some hesitation with a collision mitigation system. Volvo's done an excellent job with VADA integrating it into the truck to work with the driver, not against them. So now let's talk about the rest of the driver environment, the wraparound dash. We've got the new style parking brakes, which are pretty incredible if you ask me. Real simple, it's push to release, pull to apply, and you gotta have your foot on the brake to do it. What I really like about this, if you've got the truck running, if you hop out in a hurry, these are gonna auto apply. Gone are the days where the driver's in a hurry, hops out to do something, and the truck takes off. The next feature that's really nice about this particular truck, we've got our power divider and we've got our forward locking differential. So if you find yourself in a spot where you need some extra traction, this is gonna help you put the power down to the ground. This truck's equipped with the basic radio package, still pretty incredible. We've got speakers in the dash and in the door. It's got Bluetooth connectivity as well as satellite radio. Here we've got our HVAC controls. Everything's relatively simple. We've got our blower, we've got our blend door controls, and we've got temperature controls. AC on and off. We've got our defrost, max, and recirculate. Moving down the dash to this lower row of switches, we've got our hill assist control. You can turn that on and off. It is going to be on by default, and it comes standard on all the new Volvo trucks. We've got our air slide fifth wheel control, we've got our kingpin release, and then we've got our traction control button here. Now this is what I had mentioned earlier with the new Volvo air ride suspension. From inside the cab, we can control the ride height from 3 different settings. Here's a pretty neat feature. Again, this has got to be one of the smartest trucks on the road, so this is going to be your active interaxle differential. So if the truck senses wheel slip, it's going to automatically interlock that axle, again helping you put power to the ground and get out of the situation that you're in. Down below, we've got a nice spot to keep your phone, stuff like that. There's a couple of 12-volt charging ports, USB-C, as well as your typical 12-volt outlet. I tip my hat to Volvo in the way that they laid this cab out. It's very spacious, it's easy to get in and out of, and once you're in the seat, everything you need is centrally located. It's right here within reach. We've got some really nice high back air ride seats. They match both driver and passenger seat are air ride, making it comfortable in the event that you do have somebody riding along with you. We've covered a lot of information in this video. My goal here is to help people understand how great the new VNL series really is and all of the benefits of owning and operating one in your business. If you're interested in learning more information or coming to see one of these trucks in person, I'll put my number right here on the screen or scan this QR code. Give me a call and we'll set something up. My name's Kyle Richard. I'm with Worldwide Equipment right here in beautiful Dayton, Ohio. And I thank you for taking the time to watch this video.